Welcome back to Video Village. I'm Greg.
I'm Des.
And today we are continuing with the second season of The Last of Us. We are watching episode 5, Feel Her Love. We just watched episode 4 literally moments ago, so we're rolling right into this. First thoughts on what you're thinking we're going to get this episode.
Well, Feel Her Love is about the prophet that was on the wall in blood, so I hope we're learning more about this prophet and finally identifying who she is, which you have a good guess.
Yeah, if she's not the prophet, because we know the prophet's dead. So if it's not her, then she's definitely a scar.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe. I agree. I think we're going to find out a lot more about this prophet, a lot more about the scars, hopefully more Jeffrey Wright. And that's all I'm going to predict because we're going quick with this. We want to get right into this episode for you guys. So if you like what we're doing here, hit all those buttons down below, the like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. It helps us a lot. If you really like what we're doing, consider joining our membership and Patreon, where you get access to all of these cuts earlier. You get our full uncut, unedited reactions, more influence on what we watch, more polls, more interaction with us. It's a lot of fun. I'd like to see you there. But let's get into this. Wait, do you want your security blanket for this one? Because I felt like you missed it the last episode.
I did, but we are also in a little bit of heat wave today, so I'm going to ditch the security blanket and just clutch.
All right. Well, here we go.
Flashback, you think, or is this right now?
I think it's a flashback. Yeah, we got to find out what happened to her. Uh-oh. I feel like that's welded into place for a reason.
That was going to be one of those poor things.
Oh, boy. Surprised they still have cigarettes. I most recently saw her in the TED show on Peacock, which is pretty fun.
The mom, right? Mm-hmm. Telling you, comedy, everything.
Yeah. I think they're worried we're going to execute you.
If I was getting executed, Isaac would have come himself.
There's a shooting near the borderline between us and the scars. Treaty might be broken. He's dealing with that now.
Okay.
Again, we're going to need all the soldiers we have, so he's wondering why you apparently killed some of your own men.
Including Leon.
Oh?
Leon.
Oh, okay. I thought they had filters and
What happened?
My unit is responsible for
securing the hospital. I know your orders. I gave them the lease. What happened?
We cleared the ground floor up to the 6th. A few scattered infected here or there, nothing we couldn't handle. All that was left was the basement. B1, B2, B3. We were expecting the worst, the kind of environment they like. Plus the old-timers said down there was where they brought the first cordyceps patients in '03. On top of that, we had an access problem. These stairwells here, and here caved in. And all the elevator cars are stuck in their shafts just below ground level. The only way in or out of the basement is here, the stairwell. So yesterday, that's where I sent a squad down to B1.
And?
Nothing. The whole floor was empty, not even rats. So today, B2, hoping for more of the same, I sent another squad down. And I put Leon in charge, because he's my best. A few minutes in, he radios back. There's cordyceps on the walls, the floor. Chances are they'll find infected next, but that's what they were down there for, so I told him to proceed. 5 minutes later, he radios again. But this time, he was struggling to breathe. He could hardly talk. I thought maybe he had been bit. I said, Leon, were you bit? He said...
He's breathing it?
He said it's in the air.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to finally get the spores. Okay, from the game.
He said it's in the air.
Okay.
See, listen. I knew it wasn't in events or we would have all been infected weeks ago. So I scrambled my other team, and we locked the only door to B2, and we locked the only door to B1. And we did what Leon said. We sealed them in.
Yeah, in the first game, that was a big thing that was missing from the show.
No one else has gotten sick.
Like they all traveled with gas masks because you'd go through places like that.
The hospital's a resource we can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
I'll inform only the people who absolutely need to know and no one else. As far as I'm concerned, Sergeant Park, you resolved the situation permanently and heroically. We owe you a debt.
You gotta tell people.
I'm sorry about your son.
Leon was her son.
I was thinking husband, but that makes it worse. All right, here we are. The intro.
We haven't met Leon. He wasn't one of the people that was... Okay.
But just the way she said it, I was like, oh, okay. It's going to be a husband or I should have thought son.
Jeez.
But yeah, and the game, it's pretty, the people are pretty used to it. The spores part, they kind of hang out in areas, and that was the big way Ellie would prove to people that she was immune, because she could go through it and breathe it and be fine. And that freaked people out in the game. So oh, you didn't have to wait for a bite. It's like, okay. You are what you say you are.
So where are their masks now? How do they...
That's the thing, yeah. Like, that's why you got to tell people so you can... Those would suddenly be huge resources.
How do you... Can you get rid of those areas? Like burn them or...
In the game, at least in the first game, you just kind of walked through it and then it was done. You would just kind of go through. You couldn't get rid of them. But they didn't... Once they were outside in the air, they couldn't spread.
We're unclear if what we just saw was a flashback.
True. I have a feeling it...
It is?
Yeah, based on that. I can't believe we only have 3 left. Oh, Stephen Williams, good work. I think that's a Stephen Williams I know.
Interesting ruler. Why would you... Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
They have a big-ass generator down there. Natural gas, baby.
Why do you want to draw attention to yourself?
Getting there. You'll find a safe way to get us to the hospital, though, right?
She's looking for home? No.
I just had... It's going to be through the tunnels.
No. Why? Because I'm stupid?
That's not the word I would use.
Really? What word, then?
Non-school oriented.
Fuck you. I'm in a school. Let me help.
Wow.
I'm triangulating. Do you know how that works?
Yes? With triangles.
It's pretty standard. I get a bearing of their troop movements and then triangulate back to their bases. I'm estimating angles, though. I mean, if I had a protractor, it would be a lot more accurate.
Oh, I actually brought a protractor.
Wow.
I don't know what that is, and I hated math.
I was going to say.
I'm going to explore the rest of this place because you're smart as fuck and you're figuring it out.
Ellie.
Yes?
You guys are splitting up way too much.
Oh, it wasn't a movie theater. It's a performance theater.
Yeah. That chair was perfectly positioned for her to sit there with her guitar. That's beautiful. All those mics look pretty polished and like people were using them recently. That would make me worried people are coming back here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the record store.
Yeah, there's no dust on any of this stuff. Unless she cleaned it off while she was down here.
As militarized as they are, maybe they do have some breaks.
Yeah, if they need it. It's a key part of keeping people sane. Is she gonna see Joel sitting in the front row like an image? I didn't expect to get a second song from her.
If I ever were to lose you.
Flashback. I don't like this sound.
Yeah. I really did think she was gonna look up and see Joel.
Did you figure it out?
I think so, yeah.
Good.
We follow a safe path west until this spot. They run a line of patrols north and south, like this. They're pretty evenly spread out, so they're watching that entire area. But there's a gap between here and here. Now on this map, do you see this long-ass building? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we cut through and slip by. What is that long-ass building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No clue. But it's set off from the residential area, so maybe it's a warehouse or something.
It's a big fucking something for them just to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a school or something if it's that big.
Infected.
Probably. If we make it through, we pop out behind their patrols. The hospital's maybe a quarter mile from there. Nora should be on the first floor, far end of the north wing.
Wait, how the fuck do you know that?
They never shut up. I hear
Yeah.
everything.
Morons. Middle of a fucking war and they're just broadcasting their positions.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about that. You know those people they're fighting, the Scars? We already know they use bows and arrows, right? And they seem culty or at least really religious. You ever hear of Amish people?
Amish people? No.
Well, they were around back in '03, Pennsylvania mostly, but they chose to live like it was the 1800s. Scars are like that. No electricity or technology, because these motherfuckers talk on the radio like they know nobody's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't care that a walkie was missing. It's good. They're overconfident. It gives us an edge.
It does.
Kind of.
What we're doing is reckless, so kind of a wash.
Yeah.
Have you guys figured out that there's a lot of them?
If we were to leave now, it'd be dark by the time we got to the big fucking something.
I think they have to know based on the fighting that was going on in the background of the.
I wish this episode was called This Big Fucking Nothing.
Yeah.
Let's go be reckless.
Where's Shimmer?
Right? He's just chilling in the record store until they get back. I don't even know if Shimmer's a boy or a girl, to be honest.
Where's the gun? The rifle.
Agreed. They had way more long guns. They each had a long gun.
Are you sure this way's safe?
Nope.
I trust you. I don't trust Seattle.
Me neither. but let's just talk like everything's fine, because if I get too anxious, I'm gonna barf again.
All right. How about this? What are you gonna name it?
Huh? Oh, it's a girl, Ellie.
Aw.
Boy, Elijah.
Really?
No.
Boy, it's a cool name.
What the fuck?
Oh, more of the symbol.
Yeah.
Uh,
That is her.
Yeah. Oh.
Feel this. Wow. Okay, so that must have been a flashback.
Yeah. Ellie's gonna throw up.
We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have dragged you here. You're having a fucking baby. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Dina, do you want to go back? I'll take you back. You don't need to do this with me.
Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. You know, you never asked me about the first person I killed.
That's true. She asked her.
Who?
When I was little, we lived in a cabin in a forest north of Santa Fe, and there were scattered families around. But mostly it was just us alone. And I would get so bored cooped up with my mom and sister, I would just beg them, just let me play outside.
Too loud.
But my mom was scared, and she wouldn't let me go outside alone. But one day I just fucking did. And I had a gun, so who's gonna fuck with me? Now, you already know how this story ends, because I don't live in a cabin north of Santa Fe anymore, and I don't have a mom or sister anymore. But since everyone's past is fucked, and we've all heard everyone's fucked stories, how do you think this one goes?
I don't know. Raiders?
Just one. And then?
You got home. They were dead. He was gone.
Almost. He was still there.
Yeah.
I heard them screaming, and I ran back with my gun out, but I was too slow because I was fucking 8. And when he heard me, he turned around, and he looked really startled. And when I shot him, he looked more startled.
Fuck, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought, how did you get to Jackson?
Doesn't matter. This is what matters. Whatever reason Joel gave those people to do what they did, he didn't deserve that.
Yeah, you got to tell her the whole story.
What if I hadn't snuck out? What if my mom and sister were beaten to death in front of me? What if that motherfucker made me watch as he did it? Would it make a difference if my family had hurt his people first? No. No. And if I hadn't killed him, if he had gotten away, I promise you, I would have hunted him down forever. Forever.
She has really good makeup for the apocalypse.
I'll go back if you want, and I'll keep going if you want. There's no right answer. If I die, it's on me. It won't be your fault. So what do you want to do?
Oh,
Keep going.
I thought she saw something.
Do you see anything? No, let's go.
Those.
Are they at the big nothing now?
Yeah, but all those lights look like they were like internment camps.
Mm.
Cover me.
What? Useful. So loud.
I don't like this music.
Neither. I would crawl on top of the building, not under it at night, right?
Or do they avoid it because of the pores?
Yeah, we gotta see that, right? Yeah.
So how does Dina get through it?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I was just thinking, most shows because she's pregnant, I think she's safe, but not on the show.
Get to scan the outside, which means there'll be no line of sight to the inside.
Good. What's the other positive?
That door's open, and nothing's come out to kill us yet.
Great. Maybe.
I'm gonna take a peek.
Yeah, you should do that. Because you're the one who can't get infected.
Exactly. Let her go first.
How's it look?
And usually when in a game when you saw spores, it was the big guys around. The big, huge things.
Look, I'm not saying there won't be infected somewhere in there. In fact, there's no fucking way this entire place is empty. But simple logic, it's not gonna be a horde, right? We're not underground, and the wolves are right next door with their vehicles and lights. Horde's not gonna ignore that shit. So what we've got, maybe
But those stalkers might.
a couple clickers, we can handle that. We've done it like 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
But shooting has to be a last resort, okay? Because if the wolves hear gunfire, then we'll have a whole army up our ass. Fine. Ellie,
What?
if it gets bad and we have to make a choice between shooting or running, we run.
Last resort. I got it.
Famous last words.
Oh, you think that no matter what happens, I'm just gonna start firing?
Literally every single time. You're a little crazy, and that's exciting.
That's how I play the game. You're supposed to sneak.
You love me?
She almost said it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. So tell me again, what's the plan?
Knives or run?
Okay, crazy. Here we go.
Yeah. I can't tell if that was a dog or what, but I just heard something.
I don't like this.
And if it is like the game, you do get a little bit of a notice before the spores. Like you can see them. She won't just walk right into it. But that might be different now.
We know this is in the hospital because they're trying to get to the hospital.
Right.
Do you hear something?
See, this sucks because we hear music and we don't know.
Yeah.
And sounds, and we don't know if that's what.
No.
That's the problem. You don't hear rats or anything.
So this way then?
Just like Leon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
Lots of windows in here. Let's be careful.
Okay, but that's good. That's good for spores purposes.
So they're not watching the area because they got lights circling it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
That's one of the stalkers.
Tina.
Is it like the bear?
Yeah, it's one of the stalkers.
Why is it hiding? I think it's a smart one. Like the one that stalked me at the supermarket.
Yeah.
But you killed that one, so we can kill this one too, right?
Yes, I killed it. Not before it got me.
Fucking bit you.
What was I supposed to tell you?
Yeah. Just go back out the way you came.
It's like the other one. It's gonna be fast and it's gonna be sneaky. But this time it's 2-on-1. Now that fucker's gonna try to flank us. So I say we flank it first. We split up. Whichever one it follows, the other one comes up and takes it out from behind. Plan?
Plan.
I think they're flanking you.
Yeah.
Let's go back the way we came.
Yeah.
If we run, they're gonna chase, so we have to go slow.
Are you surrounded?
Mm-hmm.
3 of them?
No, I think there's more than 3.
You see that fencing over there? I'm gonna lure as many as I can. You're gonna run in there, secure the gate, secure however you can, and stay in there. Dina, I can get bit a lot. You can't. Do as I say. Go!
Immediate shooting.
Yep. Oh God, she's like bait.
Yeah.
Ugh. How many are we at now?
Yeah.
Like 7?
At least.
Wolves. Wolves.
Does he have a mask on?
Friendlies?
All right.
Oh God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God.
Jesse, I swear!
We gotta go.
Tommy?
Don't stop! Keep going!
I thought I heard another voice.
Same.
Oh, Oh my God, did Jesse really come by himself?
Park! We can lose him in there! Come on!
Please don't have come all this way to die.
I feel like he's totally dead now because we don't need... Now Dina's safe and he's the one that can die.
No.
We don't go in there. Just like 5, 3 unknowns.
What are they doing?
Not coming in the park.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yep.
We're infected.
Maybe. But we can't go back that way.
They called it out. They said 3, not scars.
Yep.
Jesse,
What?
how did you find us?
The map you left in the theater. Impressive triangulation, by the way.
Thanks, that was old Dina.
Trust me, I didn't think it was you. Do I look like I want to fucking talk to you right now?
You came alone?
No. Me and Tommy. We split up when we got to the city. Cover more ground.
I can't believe they sent you after us.
They didn't.
They didn't. They left on their own.
It's a good thing we did.
You know what, we're doing pretty fucking good
Up until what?
Yeah, you weren't getting out of that.
Until we weren't.
Is Tommy okay?
Hopefully.
You wanted to come with 16. Now you have 2 more.
So what now?
Find a way out. Get back to the theater, shelter for the night. Meet up with Tommy, and then we all go home.
No. Ellie.
Have this argument later.
They don't go in the forest because of the scars.
Scars, yeah.
Let's get the scar story now. Oh, there you go.
Just chill.
They're closer than you think. Please, I need the backstory.
Yeah, why? I just would be sitting still.
Well, we're going to get it. The title of the episode. We have to get it now.
Yeah. Oh, they're about to kill someone.
No, I know things. I know what Isaac is planning.
Oh, I'll join.
Oh, they're gonna gut him.
Oh.
For the corrupted soul knows only lies. So taught the prophets.
Don't look.
No.
Yeah.
She's going to puke. I'm going to puke.
That guy looked familiar.
He is nested in sin.
Free him, that he may know her love.
Oh. Yikes.
Oh.
That's a slow way to die, too. I guess the hanging helps, but...
Now he is free.
I'll leave them away. Get her out. Go.
What?
I'll meet you back in the theater. Fucking go.
Don't.
You won't get away, Wolf. She sees you. She watches over us all.
I feel like they got really good night vision, because they hit that arrow shot pretty well.
Oh, no. I need them to catch her in order to hear the story, as terrible as that sounds.
Yeah.
I wonder if when she died, something happened that caused her to get scars, the prophet, so...
Maybe.
May she guide us.
She looks familiar.
Yes, she does. I agree.
And I know this is all Vancouver or whatever, British Columbia, but that looks like the Redwoods, like where they shot Return of the Jedi.
I mean, Vancouver and Seattle have so many similarities. Oh, somebody stayed back.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, who's she safer with? I don't know.
Yeah. It's a cute dog. Yeah. Trust the dog. She's gonna find the spores by herself.
It was a critter or something. All clear.
Oh, there's what's her name, Nora.
You're all set.
Did learn something about her.
Was her head shaved when we first met her, too?
Mm-hmm. I guess she's like in Naughty Dog, the company that made the game.
Yeah.
She's in their next big game that's coming out. She's the main person. So that's why they're showing her a lot. I think the actress did the voice.
Nora, or she's playing?
Nora. Like, I don't know. This actress is in the game. I have no idea what the game's called. Wait, did they already make it to the hospital? That meaning Jesse and Dina?
They're trying to go back to the theater. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Okay. But I thought maybe they came here for...
Maybe.
Put that shit down.
Never mind.
Ellie did, though.
Turn around.
She actually tried to help you, though, girl. She was the one nice one.
You remember me? Yeah, you remember me.
What do you want?
You know what she wants.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
You shoot me, the sound will have every soldier come running.
You'll still be dead.
She also doesn't need to shoot you to
Tell me
kill
where
you.
she is and maybe I let you go.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Nora. Where's Abby?
I'm sorry you saw it happen. No one should ever have to see something like that.
Stop it.
Sometimes, at night, I still hear his screams.
I bet.
It was a terrible thing, the way he died. Yeah. You, the little bitch, got what he deserved.
You're dead. What was that?
It's like alcohol, I think. Something to disinfect. I don't know.
Well, Nora obviously lives because she's in another game.
Yeah, I don't know if the game has anything to do with this, though. I just meant Naughty Dog's promoting her by putting her in it.
Oh.
Ow! This does look like the same hospital. Yeah, she's gonna go down there.
Nora, you're gonna fucking die!
Well, now she's definitely gonna die if she goes down there.
They didn't tell them.
Yeah.
She thinks she's gonna cross over.
Wow.
Pores. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so now.
I'm just curious how they're gonna make it look.
This is gonna be a scary looking death, Nora.
Yeah, that is it.
Is that supposed to be it floating?
Yeah, in the game it's more of it, but that's what it looks like, and it should get heavier as she gets closer. Yeah.
Is that? It's like mold on the walls.
Mm-hmm. And like it's like
oh.
Yeah. And there's usually the big
The bloater?
the bloater, thank you. I keep wanting to call them bursters, but yeah, the bloaters. They hang out in the wall. Wow.
Where's Nora?
Oh, she would be done pretty quick.
We're going to watch her die, though. They're not going to miss that opportunity.
Yeah, she's going to be like choking on the floor, I'm sure. Yeah, you see how they kind of blend in?
Oh, right there. I saw one.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, I hear breathing. Yeah.
Nora. Oh, no, that guy? That's not a bloater, though.
No. But he's going to explode and spores are going to pop out of him. Yeah, that's crazy.
So this is like Leon. These are them, right?
Yeah, that must be him. Yeah, looks really cool. Yeah, there it is, Leon. All right, I'm assuming
El Park. It said El Park. Yeah.
That's her coffin. She's gonna be on the floor, and she's gonna get pulled into it.
He's been down there for how many years?
At least 3, if not 4. I don't know why you would do that.
Nora.
Yeah. And then she's not gonna shoot her. Not put her out of her misery.
No, I think she's still gonna shoot her.
It does kind of look like Abby's dream in that hospital.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch. Spores. We're breathing.
She's like, I'm immune.
Yeah, as she kills her. It's gonna be great.
She's killing her.
Yeah. Yeah.
The immune girl, you're real. Yeah?
Just do it.
Where's Abby? Don't you know what he did? I don't care. You don't care. He killed everyone in that hospital, including the only fucking person alive that can make a cure from you.
You don't know if he can make a cure.
That was Abby's father.
Good.
And Joel shot him in the head. That's what he did.
I would have done it twice.
Think she knows?
Yeah, I think
I know.
Yeah, she's known for a while. Bye-bye. Oh, no, don't kill her. Oh, that's great.
Where's Abby?
Yeah, be careful firing your gun, though. Yeah, okay.
What is that?
I think it's a rope.
Yeah. Strangler.
Oh, never mind. It's a pipe to do what they did to Joel.
Knee first.
I wouldn't want her screaming, though, or anything. Like, I think you just got to do it. Because you don't know what's living down there.
Where is she?
But you're right. Here it comes.
No. Where is she?
That look.
Where is she?
Is that really where we're going to end
I
it?
think so. Or not. No.
Okay.
I think we're going back to when he told her.
Flashback, yeah. Because she's in Jackson.
Oh my god, Joel. Joel?
Hey, kiddo.
Oh, he looks younger. It's great.
Hi.
Son of a... Oh. Oh, it's killing me. Oh my god, it's killing me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay. And we're back. We just finished episode 5 of the 2nd season of The Last of Us. We'll start with Des. First thoughts.
I know a lot of stuff happened and that we're gonna get into it, but like very first initial reaction, because it's the last thing we saw, it's Joel. We're gonna get some flashbacks. I miss Joel so much. Like, I'm sorry. I just really loved their relationship and it. Yeah. I miss it. I've missed it these last like 3 episodes. I really, really missed it. And I love the fact that we got confirmation that she knew.
Yes.
Absolutely. I love that we got that confirmation that she knew.
Absolutely. And that whole scene at the end with her face and the red behind her, like there's we could go to Film Study 101 all about that imagery and her slow descent into madness and all of that. Like,
but yeah, and I also love the fact that Nora decided to be a it made it easier to take when she started to go after her.
Yes. A lot happened. We got a lot of confirmations that we thought we were going to get. We got confirmation that what's her name is the prophet, at least from that mural on the wall.
Yeah.
So we know that she's not alive in the present timeline. So that must have been a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
We got confirmation from the game. Finally, they're bringing spores in, which I know a lot of people in our comment section in season 1 talked about it, and I had played the game, so I was familiar with them. I thought it was very interesting how they did it. I thought it looked great because you don't see that in the game. You don't see them breathing it out. That was new, which was nice. Like, it's assumed, but like usually it's just like
and it's such a visually impactful thing on here that I think wouldn't look the same on a like 2D,
correct,
3D type of, like, this is the visual effect with the lighting too is really great.
Yeah, because in the game it's like it's part of life, so like nobody really reacts to it. They're just like, oh, I got to put on your mask, and then you kind of walk through it and go, and like you're usually fighting or sneaking around. But like, so this was great. I thought that was a very interesting way to introduce the concept. I think it's going to make things much more difficult going forward. Getting Jesse back is great. Save the day.
Yes, and knowing Tommy's with him, but we just haven't seen him yet.
I'm very concerned now for both Tommy and Jesse. I was not concerned about either of them before, but now I am. Only because of what we talked about. Now Dina is moved up to safe to me because they're here. So that's there. But also for what you're talking about, like to have Tommy and Jesse there gives a more, I hate to say more interesting, but gives a different dynamic between all the scenes. Like we just had 2 pretty heavy Dina and Ellie episodes. Yeah. And like they're great. I'm actually enjoying them very much, but like there's no real conflict between them because they're pretty similar. Whereas with every time she's with Joel, it's very different generations, different whatever, and all that kind of stuff. Same thing now with Tommy and with Jesse. Just bring nice little, diversity to the conversation. So that should be interesting. See how long that lasts.
I almost, though, kind of wish that Jesse was safe because I think that's an easy out to figure out, like, if we do get to safety, we don't have to worry about the dad anymore. There's no weird triangle going on.
I agree. I hope that's not the road they go. I'm just, my spider senses went up.
I know. We just keep losing everybody. So
I mean, that was great. The Stalker attack was terrifying. And that was one of the best action set pieces, definitely of the season so far.
Oh my gosh, when she was in that cage and they just started ripping the cage off and you're just like, well, how's Ellie going to get to her?
Yeah.
I was not convinced it was Jesse. I thought it was going to be...
Jeffrey,
I thought it was...
or someone.
Yeah, because man, I really hope we get a Jeffrey Ellie scene.
Yeah.
I can't see us not.
Yeah.
But I really, really hope we get one because that would be awesome.
Especially because we know from that little opening, the only way in and out of that basement is the way where she just went. The whole hospital knows she went down there. So if she's going to have to walk back and be like, holy shit, she's immune.
So we think, episode 6, Isaac.
It's going to, whenever she comes out, they're going to see it. And it's going to be great.
Do you think that there's a chance of an element now if she comes up where you're talking about, so obviously like they've heard the immune thing, they're like, it is true. Yeah. It was you. Which also I don't understand how they didn't figure out that that's who it was if Joel was going to get somebody and taking, I don't know why they didn't realize that to begin with when they saw Ellie. I don't know why that connection after 5 years of looking didn't happen.
I'm with you.
But now if they go through and they know she's immune, I wonder if it's going to start a whole new thing with another level of the prophet.
Yeah, she could. Yeah, very much so. I bet that's a good point. The scars are going to react differently than the wolves. Mm-hmm. Maybe some of the wolves will start turning on each other and siding with her.
Well, it sounds like the wolves kind of do. Like he said, he's like, people leave you, people don't leave us.
Yeah. So we see why, because you get hung and gutted if you try to leave the scars.
Well, no, he wasn't trying to leave. No, I don't. I think people join. I don't think that I don't think they let people just join or for whatever. Because he's like, I'll tell you, I'll tell you, and they were like, no.
Yeah.
I think they really believe that there are people who are like true to it, and they won't let other people in.
Yeah.
So I think you really have to see some things in order to go that way. I really want to know why they scar themselves, though. That's like, you can't infiltrate or hide or anything if there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, they're always going to know who you are. And they did it when they were very young for some of them.
Well, when we first saw it, my thought, I think you said it in the reaction too, is the same. Like it was some way to prove you're not infected, but now it's definitely not.
Well, that.
Yeah, it seems deeper, culty-ish or something. Some significant.
I guess you don't have to prove you're infected because you're going to show it pretty quick.
Yeah, but I liked your theory about it that maybe how when the prophet died, there's something correlation to her face, and that's why they're doing it. Like that could be.
I'm really wondering what happened between her and Isaac too, like where that ended.
Yep.
In the sense of like he's obviously not thinking she's a prophet.
No, and he was angry about whatever happened between them for sure.
I'm also really sad to know that, like, because I'm trying, what do we think that timeline was to that scene cutting back?
At least
we think it's
2018 when her and Jeffrey were together. So it's somewhere in between
2018 and 20.
Yeah. So it's somewhere in between that 11 years, but I'm going to say it's probably 3 or 4.
Earlier in.
Yeah.
Just to think that, like, Leon's been down there and they've just been, like
incubating.
Part of, ugh.
And yeah, is he still alive? I mean, is he still conscious? Is he still like, you don't know. It brings back like the Sam conversations from season 1. Like, what happens when you get turned? Are you still inside or is he just taken over?
Right. And then also because of the whole thing, like, there's no rats, there's no anything. Like, if a rat did come down there, did the rat become infected too? Does it not affect animals the way it affects humans?
I don't think it does, only because like we didn't see the bear get turned.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any horses ever get turned. Like,
right.
I think it is just specific to humans, but I did wonder that, like, because I always think other zombie movies, I know they're infected, not zombie, but like you do see zombie animals occasionally, and I've been waiting for that. But yeah, it must not. Speaking of, we don't know what happened to Shimmer. He's just chilling. Maybe he's at the theater, I guess. But we don't know what happened there. We don't know.
How do you hide a horse?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's crazy. I mean, we got I think we got 3 beats of Ellie and Dina basically being like, go home, go home, go home. And being like, no, we're going together. That's usually a bad sign of things to come. But like I said, now that Jesse and Tommy are there, maybe some of that will be mitigated. But yeah, I mean, I definitely thought this last episode was the strongest of the 2 that we just watched, mainly because it had a lot of fun action, but also it felt like we're finally moving forward. Whereas episode 4, a lot happened, but it felt like it was setting the table for this one. So now we got that.
I mean, with only 2 episodes left, with what we're seeing online of them being under, the only thing we've looked up is runtimes being under an hour. We already know this is going to bleed into season 3 is going to be a split of the game 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of like what kind of cliffhanger we're going to be landed on here.
Yeah. And
maybe that's where we see Abby again for the first time is at the end of the cliffhanger.
Maybe. You might be right.
I really think that that's where we're headed.
Maybe the finale is an all Abby episode. Like
I know I'm like what I'm predicting, maybe. Like but what I'm predicting is like the last couple minutes.
Okay. I could see that. I mean, again, because I haven't played this game unlike the first game, I don't even know what to expect. So it's like I had my own safety blanket when we watched season 1 because I knew all the big things that were coming. And I knew the big Joel moment in this one because I heard about it before we watched it. But yeah, I don't know.
I think that now that we've seen Joel and we only have 2 episodes left, crazy predictions because I'm probably wrong, but I feel like this is going to be more flat. Like we are going to have more flashbacks. So that's why I also don't think we're going to see Abby. But I'm also curious if season 3 we get like so much of this has been we're with Ellie. I'm wondering if season 3 we do flip a little bit more and see more of Abby because of how people say the game gets played.
Yeah, and we also don't know where she is. I mean, we have no clue where she is. It looked like Nora knew where she was, but it also looked like she wasn't anywhere close. You know what I mean? Like the way that, this is just me interpreting, maybe I'm wrong. It looked like Nora knew where she is, but like she's not in the hospital. She's not in the...
Do you think Abby's not in Seattle?
I think she might be off on another mission doing something else. Like, I don't know. So maybe, yeah, she does come back. My prediction now that you say that, maybe all of episode 7 is a flashback. Like kind of like the episode 3 of season 1 when we got Ron Swanson's whole backstory. So we'll get that whole back because she's happy when we saw that flashback. Her and Joel don't have beef, and we know that they had beef. So maybe we're gonna get a whole episode to see how they had that split. We know what it's about, but like she's gonna learn something that makes her start to doubt his story. We're gonna see that fracture, and then go into the last episode of the season, and I think we'll be back to real time with her getting out of the hospital because she's stuck.
I'm guessing we're getting Joel now because we were not going to get Joel in season 3.
I will be very surprised if we get Joel in season 3. Yeah, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like I said after the second episode when he died, I remember he wrapped very early in this process.
I think you said that, but I don't think he did.
I'm almost positive he did.
He didn't shoot. He shot for much longer than you said, though.
No, maybe, but like I said, the variety. I don't know. We'll see. We can. Yeah. But I think he's probably got one flashback episode. And then he's done, kind of thing. Like, I don't think we're going to get much of him or much more of him, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than
the only thing I could see and this is me making big predictions, the only thing I could see in season 3 is like when they do, like, if they do some type of overall montage-y type thing.
But since they're breaking up the game, I guess, into 2 seasons, Who knows?
They could have already shot and then reused, but
Yeah.
I feel like it might be some. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see Tommy, but I don't know when we're going to see him. This is insane. What's going on in Seattle?
It is. It's crazy. It went from me really not looking forward to watching these episodes to now I'm back in. I'm still hurt and don't love some of the choices that were made, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, I want to see where we're going on this ride. Because the last two were fun. I mean, fun is a weird adjective to use, I know, but I'm weird. So, but yeah. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed watching this with us. We enjoyed watching it with you. If you like what we're doing here, hit all those buttons down below. Consider joining, subscribing. All of that helps us a ton. If you really like what we're doing, join our membership at Patreon, where you get these cuts earlier. You get full access to all of our uncut, unedited reactions. Get a lot of exclusive stuff over there. More influence on what we watch. More interactions with us. It's great. Consider joining. Otherwise, see you next time.
See ya.